Heading over to the neighbors. Oh my gosh, I've wanted to do this for a couple months now. Robbie and I have been talking about this. Wanted to show off their gorgeous landscaping to you. I mentioned it quite a ways back when they first started doing their beautiful landscaping and really settling in here. They are awesome neighbors. Look at the dragonfly. So I'm going to see if she's available and show you around their gorgeous place. Hope you'll join us. Hello everybody. Hello y'all. So happy you're here. I'm going to see if Robbie's available now. I think we talked about this being a good time. Oh, there she is. Hey Robbie.
Hi Linda.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you today?
Doing good, my lovely neighbor. Is this an okay time to show everybody your beautiful place?
Sure.
Awesome. Wow, and I see right here on the front of the tree, you've named this place, huh?
Dragonfly's Fritz.
Let me see. Oh my gosh, I
Larry
love that.
actually came up with this name.
And Larry's your husband, right?
Larry's my husband.
Uh-huh.
I love dragonflies.
Okay.
As you can see, I have them around the house, and they have a special meaning to me. So I'd like to read you the meaning of the dragonfly to me. It has a very special place in my heart.
Oh, I love that idea. Yes,
The
please.
spiritual meaning of dragonflies is the light of God. It also means looking within and dancing. Just like a dragonfly, to a warrior and fighter, a dragonfly tattoo represents agility, power, speed, victory, and courage. I have my little tattoo, but I'm not going to show you today.
Oh, do you? That's awesome.
It also symbolizes rebirth, immortality, transformation, adaptation, and spiritual awakening, which is, we've moved into a tiny home. This is all new and adapting to this new area here.
Oh, I love it. Wow, that's so thoughtful. And did you order this sign online?
We did. Got a really nice gentleman with me to design it just the way I wanted. And I was thinking dragonfly's nest, and my husband Larry, which you'll meet in a moment, said dragonfly's rest sounds more like what we need because we moved here for a change.
Wow, you know what? I really like that, and I like the way the two of you together came up with that, because you know your idea was profoundly the dragonflies, and then he incorporated his bit too, and instead of just that's just really special, and all these rocks here. Wow.
And we had all this was all here ahead of time, and we just added the landscaping. And all of these are perennials. They'll come back next year, so hopefully over the winter.
Oh, that's right. And I wanted to see these up close again because, one time on my walk, I pointed these out. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to ask my neighbor if she'll let us see her place and all your beautiful landscaping. So what kind of flowers are these?
So the little red ones in the front here are called red daffodils. And the ones in the back, these are Stella Delore daylilies. These will bloom yellow, and the little purple, not sure of the name of that one, but at night the spotlight here just shines on, and actually it's been very interesting the way it shines through here. It's putting a cross at night on the sign
that's
here.
Amazing. Yeah, I noticed your spotlights. I really like that. So, yep, and I just showed everybody the dragonfly on your shed. And then go over here. You did a nice job in the front of your house, too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so show us a little bit about what that is.
So Larry and I went in the woods. There are tons of rocks everywhere, and we brought all these rocks and outlined our little building here.
Oh, yeah, that's
a spotlight that comes on at night when you walk up here.
Very cool. Yeah, that's something I need to do is the rocks.
We both enjoy outdoors, so if you'll see on the side, we have our kayak. We've been kayaking a few times since we've been here.
Oh, very fun, very fun. Let me see around the corner here. Nice bright orange there. Good job. Getting your exercise and getting out in nature too.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so then, okay, so over here you've got some cool things. You've got the decorations on your house, which really brightens up your place.
We have hostas and the begonias here.
Hostas and begonias, huh?
Yes. So
Okay.
We were worried about the deer in this area, but so far they've left the hostas alone. You see, we still have flowering on our hostas here.
Okay. And then I see you've hung something over here too, right? In the tree there?
Those are our hummingbird feeders.
Hummingbird feeders. Okay, boy, I need to learn all this stuff. Yeah. And then right here is your beautiful potted plants. Now, did you already have these little planter things that they're sitting on, or is that something new?
These are all new when we moved here. So moving from our area to here, we didn't know 2,400 square foot to a smaller home here. We have actually 400 square feet here. So it's not that small.
Wow, so you dropped by 2,000 square feet.
2,000 square feet.
Good job. I'm going to ask you a couple questions about that when we sit over in your cool little space over there.
So we didn't, I had a lot of flowers in my other home, but I didn't bring them with me, the planters and all that. So yeah, big lots. Great place.
Awesome. Okay, big lots. That's good to know. I like to sprinkle stuff like that. And then the rocks here, were they already here when you moved in?
They were. This home was already set up.
Okay.
So all of the rocks were already set in.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool when you move here too. Sometimes the place is already set up. I like that idea.
And then great having this drive here with the pebbles. We have no grass to maintain. This is all maintained by the community. Oh. This was all here when we got here.
Nice. And then this must be something special, huh? Did you just buy this, or is this something that's more of an heirloom?
No, this was my mom's. So we've got the little boy blowing a kiss to the little girl here. And Larry's so creative. I came home one night and he had this lantern behind here. So when we come in at night, it's lighting up him blowing a kiss to the little girl.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. So you both are really creative and you worked on this together. I really like that.
We did.
Yep, and then over here, well, we'll catch these flowers in a minute because we've got some shadows going on. Cool flower garden you've made right here. How beautiful when you come home.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, tell us about this.
This makes me feel at home. So I have my ferns here. We have the impatiens in the front. And the hydrangea in the back, that's pink. All the blooms have just fallen off. This piece of driftwood here, we got on one of our kayaking trips.
Really?
It was hanging out of a tree. And I said, Larry, hold me, stop. Let me grab this out of the tree. And this solar light lights up at night. So this we have our walkway lit up when we come in.
Yeah.
In the evenings with our solar light.
Oh, I like these solar lights too. How cool is that? Yeah, like they blend right in with the stones, and you've got one over there, and this is another solar there.
Yes.
And then your plants up above on the rocks. I like the way you did that too. That's nice, because that really decorates those rocks too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
What's in those?
Those are the white begonias.
Oh, white begonias.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. And then we've got what's here.
This is another hosta, so this is a variation. This is a variegated compared to just the plain here. This is a variegated hosta, and it has a little bloom on it also.
Oh, pretty.
And of course, you've got to have a fern.
A fern, yeah, because those are easy to grow too, right?
They are. It's done so well. And this was actually on the half price at Lowe's. They have a little section in the back.
Okay.
That are distressed plants.
Yeah.
And it was half price, and it has literally grown tremendously.
So, Robbie, you had that heart for for the distressed plant that's gonna die.
Save them.
You want to save them, so you brought them home to your dragonfly's rest. That's so cool.
And another little dragonfly here on the mushroom.
Okay. And is the mushroom something just random, or did that come from your other home? Does that have some meaning to it?
No, it had a dragonfly, so
that was that.
Yes.
Yeah, I really like that. That looks like a ceramic. That's fun. Very fun. From your porch, how you go way deep into the woods there.
We have about 3/4 of an acre here, and that's why we chose this area. We didn't want to we like neighbors, love the community.
Yeah.
But we didn't want to be right on top of each other.
Right. And there's just such a nice look all the way down in there. So,
And we see deer.
oh, do you see deer?
In the mornings and in the evenings, yes.
And you've told me you've seen turkeys too, huh?
Oh, wild turkeys are all over the place.
Wild turkeys. Okay, I still have yet to see wild turkeys. Okay, Robbie. So where's that husband of yours? I know he's here somewhere. Oh,
Hey,
there he is. Hey, Larry.
Hello there.
Yeah, Larry can be quite the jokester, right, Larry?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Given the
Larry,
right
you really did an awesome job. I know
Well, thank
you
you.
started a lot of this.
Yeah, it was a reclamation project. There was bare dirt across here, and it was just bare dirt. So we just decided to nice it up and did it as a surprise while she was out of town.
That was so awesome because I know I was out walking one day and came back and I'm like, what are you doing? And you were really slaving.
But I will have to say, I only got the project started. As always those finishing touches that need to be done.
Yeah. So
I was glad to get those.
And then when Robbie came back, I guess she just expounded upon this, right? More than you.
She did indeed, yes. And said, hey, why don't we have a vegetable garden over here and let's make a raised bed out of stones.
Okay,
so there she did.
All right, so let's look at that next. So this is your raised bed vegetable garden.
Yeah,
very nice.
Thank you. So we have peppers. The peppers are growing out, and we have some blooms here. These are going to be new peppers coming out. We make pepper sauce out of these. These will turn red. We tried tomatoes, but we didn't have enough sun, so we're going to have to look for a better area next year. But we brought all of these rocks out of the woods here and just made us a raised bed.
Robbie, this is beautiful. I love it. I love it. I mean, this
impressed.
is such a beautiful, you and Larry, a sitting area. Do you guys come out here often at night?
We do. And we have the fire pit. We put in these planters here, another Big Lot special.
Ah, nice.
Tiki torches.
Yep.
We have solar lights for nighttime when we want to sit out.
Wow.
And then we also planted, so as you see, we have an opening here. We just wanted to create a little privacy. So we put up these arches here, and these are jasmine. So these will continue.
You said they're jasmine?
Jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
And these will continue to grow and just spread all through this area here. We have a clematis vine here in the center.
Say that again. What's that?
This is a clematis vine. So
Clematis.
This will have purple blooms. As you see, it's got the little
Oh,
blooms
let's see.
on
Let's
there
see.
now.
Let's see.
And these will turn purple.
Ooh.
And this will grow up the vine also.
Nice.
And at nighttime, these are more little vines that we got. So these are all LED solar. And at nighttime, this lights up. Kind of looks like Christmas trees when they're coming up at night.
Yeah.
But as you can see, Larry's training them to go across and just connect all in together here to make this kind of like an arbor.
Wow.
And he noticed down the street from where we live that there were yucca plants on the side of the road.
Oh.
So he went and dug up yucca plants and we planted them in, and they're doing very well.
Yeah. Wow, that is so innovative.
And these two are more lilies from the distressed area at Lowe's.
Okay, right in there.
Yes, and those, one is a candy stripe and the other one is, I can't remember the name of that, but they're going to be beautiful pink and white when they bloom.
Nice, nice, nice. Wow. So were you guys always like landscapers like this?
Larry, in his former house that he had an arbor, and he had honeysuckles and all kinds of things that drew the hummingbirds, so he knew the different vines. And then of course I've always enjoyed gardening.
Yeah.
And having the plants around, so we worked together and picked out what would go together and work in this area.
I mean, you seriously, this really makes this a home. You know how they say you move in a house and then you've made it into a really beautiful home.
Well, we've been here about 8 months now, and it was an adjustment, of course.
Yeah.
And when I went on my trip and came home and Larry started this, I'm like, now it feels like home. Let's just keep moving this out and just make it more homey.
You know, I remember you telling me that, that once you saw that and you were so impressed, and I was like, you know, that you were like so complimentary to him of what he did.
Oh, I was so thankful, and it blew me away. He was a total surprise. He didn't tell me anything. And I got home and I'm like, wow, you did all this?
Wow. So you've got yourself a treasure husband. What's going on here? It's so cute.
So Larry actually bought this. This is a bird feeder.
It's a bird feeder.
Yeah, he put a little bird on there for me. Of course, the squirrels have eaten all the bird food. We need to feed that.
Oh, but I love it. I would have never thought that was a bird feeder.
Yes, it's like a little swing.
I like it. I absolutely caught my eye. You know, every time I go out on a walk, this is just so amazing, and I just think this is so gorgeous. So what's going on here?
So pretty. We have flowering plants. This was the bank that Larry surprised me with when I got home.
Okay.
So we have flowering plants that will go through every season.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So they're layered so that they flower at different season times, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah, so very, very thoughtful. And then you've got I love the accessories that you put in here, the little embellishments.
Of course, dragonflies.
Yeah, but still in pink and all that.
Blooms. We have white blooms. There's some pink that comes out. It's just very pretty at different times.
Yeah. And then, what kind of ground cover did you use here? Did you have to buy something for that?
We did buy some mulch to put in here to hold it in.
To hold it in.
The moisture, but I'll tell you, the dirt is really holding the moisture. We really haven't had to water this a whole lot.
And now, when you first started out, though, you had to water it. I think you were telling me, because I was asking you in case I wanted to do something, you have to water it every day for like 2 weeks or something?
Generally, the rule of thumb on a new plant is watered every day for the first 2 weeks, and then you can go every other day for the next couple of weeks, and then just kind of watch it. If they start wilting, just add some water.
Yeah, yeah. So I hope you've taken some pictures of this, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because this looks beautiful. And did Larry bring these rocks over here that are interspersed in between your plants?
He did. He went out into the woods, and we have a little hand truck, and I was like, how did you move all of these rocks?
Yes.
And so he told me to put them on the hand truck and brought them up.
Oh, wow. Wow. So what a delightful surprise. I mean, you know, it's one thing to come home and maybe see a bouquet of flowers on a table, but to drive up and see all this, that must have been really amazing for you.
I was blown away.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
so beautiful.
Yeah, so
Very
beautiful.
thankful.
Yeah. So it really does. It really, really, really dresses your house up. So nice. And then at nighttime, I know with the lights and that, so pretty. And then over here, a little bit more.
So once that was in, we moved on to the vegetable garden.
Okay, so this was first project, and then it was the vegetable garden, and then from there it was like the front of your house. Is that right? Kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we moved into this.
And then and what a nice area here. And I know that you have a lot of friends here, and so you all have gotten together. And I was over here one night, and Larry was making daiquiris, and I had myself a virgin daiquiri.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone else was like doing the real thing. Yeah.
There you go.
And who do you have here?
This is Max. Say hello, Max.
Oh,
This is our little Yorkies, 4 pounds, full of energy.
wow.
But he is precious.
And this is like the other love of your life.
Oh, yeah. He's a little baby.
Little baby.
He's
Oh,
a
baby.
2-year-old and a grandchild at the same time.
So cute. Hello, Max. And let me see his tail. Yeah, tell us about the tail.
So there's a story. Yorkies usually have their tails cut off, which they call that docked.
Okay.
And Larry was actually talking to the breeder because I was wanting a Yorkie. I have allergies with dogs, and Yorkies are hypoallergenic. So he'd been talking to the breeder, and he let me know that, well, it's time for, he said, he's talked to her and said that she'd already docked their tails and done their dew claws. And I said, well, I don't want one of those puppies then, because it would hurt me to see the little tail cut off. So the next day at work, the breeder called me and she said, are you still interested in one of these puppies? And I said, no, I'm sorry, you've already docked their tails. And she said, well, out of all the litters that I've had, this is the only one that has ever had the white tip, and I could not bring myself to cut it off. I said, well, he's ours, sight unseen.
Oh, Robbie, so what a beautiful gift from God, huh?
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they say, God knows every hair on your head. He knows the details of everything that you desire, and you follow him, and he gives you the desires of your heart. And that just sounds like that was Max.
And he is such a blessing to us. He's
Yeah,
so
I could
sweet.
tell.
He's so sweet.
That-
And full of energy. It's hard to keep up with this little boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he's adorable. So it's so fun sitting here now. Oh my gosh. I can see this would probably somewhere where you could just sit for hours here, huh?
We do. We sit out in the evenings, and that's what has been the change for us, is moving from the lifestyle of having all the things and things that you have to take care of to now just sit back, enjoy life. It's much simpler. Once you downsize, it's tough in the beginning. It's a process.
Yes.
But once you downsize, then you start to see what's really important. Spending time together, taking walks, enjoying the people in the community, and you don't have all of these things that you feel like you have to take care of. How do you feel about that, Larry?
Well, it's this is so much different from where we moved. Living in a house that was built in the late 1800s, 2,400 square feet. Downsizing to this, it was a challenge, but you look around, it's been a blessing. We really found out what really we need, what's important in our lives. You don't need all the material things. You have that time with your spouse and have some alone time, and you get reacquainted with one another and reacquainted with yourself periodically. So it's been a blessing all the way around.
Wow, that's awesome. I love the way you said that. You know, you get more in touch with yourself too, because you know things and stuff just bogs us down.
Yeah.
You know, it just.
You lose sight of the things that are really important in your life.
Wow.
And the material things are not them, and you have to reevaluate and take a look at those and revisit them from time to time, and it's great to do that.
Mm-hmm. So, and okay, so what was like, okay, so you're sitting in your home and you're like, Robbie, were you like, Larry, we need to check out the tiny home life, or how did that happen?
We knew that we wanted to sell our house, and we wanted to downsize. So I started looking online at different communities.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm watching videos on YouTube and looking at different communities, the tiny homes kept popping up. So
Okay.
we started doing like research and watching videos on the tiny house life, and it just appealed to us.
And some people, they can't even imagine, like, oh, honey, that would be great, but what are we going to do with all our stuff? So how did you process that in your mind to say, we can do this?
Well, first you downsize the larger things, and you hold on to, oh, I can't get rid of this, and I can't get rid of that. And so we actually brought some items here that we thought were going to be able to fit. And once we got here, we realized they did not fit. There were a few things I had to let go of that were sentimental, but I did keep my mom's china cabinet. I have my knickknacks and the things that are important to me in there. Once you get through the process and you let it go, you really don't miss it.
Yes.
It's
But you give yourself that opportunity to go through it. Like you said, you couldn't absolutely 100% do everything until you got here.
absolutely, it's definitely a process.
Yeah, and I know back and forth you went a couple times to your storage.
Yes, we had a storage building that we kept for a few months, and then of course we showed you the storage building we have out there, and
Mm-hmm.
could have gone a little bigger, but the bigger you have, the more you're going to keep.
Yeah. Well, that's true. That's true. So what would you say, is there one favorite, and I know that this probably, but I'm going to ask it anyways. Is there one favorite thing like that you absolutely just love about being here?
The quiet time, the slower life, enjoying the community and the people that live here,
Mm-hmm.
Making new friends. We all have a common, what's the word I'm looking for, Larry?
We all have a sense of a common bond, essentially,
Yes.
because everyone has moved here for the same reasons. Everyone has found a sense of community and found some peace in their life.
Yes, yes, because I know people are always amazed when I can like name everybody that's here and that I know something about them. Not to share their personal business, but you just don't find that in neighborhoods. I mean, we lost that back in the 80s or maybe before that.
Our last home, we were there for a couple years, and the neighbors did not come over until the day that we were having the moving sale. And they said, all this time you've been here, and I mean, immediately, we met you. We've met the other neighbors. We're getting together on Saturday to watch football together. And
Yes.
cook out. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's just awesome. Yeah, so it is.
Look at the physical environment, the woods, the peace and quiet here. You don't find this just anywhere, and the people that live here, as I said, everyone has moved here for this peace of mind and this sense of community, and we all respect one another's values, and we all are individuals, but we all have one common bond, and we're all here for the same reason. That's just to enjoy the rest of our lives as peaceful as we can.
Oh, that's fantastic. So that's awesome. So
since you're here with us, would you like to roast some hot dogs on the fire with us?
Robbie, that would be so fun. Thank you for that. How sweet. Oh my gosh, how sweet is that? That's
Maybe
just
some
awesome.
s'mores.
Yeah, might do marshmallows.
Oh my gosh, yes. So you guys are making me just like want to stay here. Robbie, you do this every time.
I know.
You know,
Yeah.
you've got this underlying.
I'm working towards that goal, huh?
Yeah, we talk about community and everything, and I'm like, yeah, like I'm all in for that kind of stuff. So yeah, okay. But thank you so much for the beautiful tour. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. We're enjoying this so much.
Yeah.
And you know, the flowers makes it feel more like home, and then having our little vegetable garden, want to like extend with that and do some herb gardens. I just really enjoy that.
Yeah.
Fresh herbs to go cook.
One last thing I would like to say, God gives you blessings sometimes in life, and sometimes you just have to accept those blessings and enjoy it for what it is, and I think that's exactly what happened here with us.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That is so beautiful. I think that is a great note to end on, and I thank you both so much for being the neighbors that you are and for looking out, you know, for me, and just the beautiful friendship. And I just, so, you know, if and when God has me in a different place, then Robbie, you like the beach, so
Absolutely.
you can visit me, and I can come back here and visit you.
Well, thanks for letting us spend this time with you.
Well, you're welcome, and
Enjoyed it.
just very, very, very grateful. So, okay, guys. Well, I think you've watched me before, so maybe together we could say,
Things in your day and joy in the journey.
awesome. Thank you. See you later. One more thing. I'd be remiss not to show you this at night. I'm going to join them for a hot dog. Such a beautiful night here. But check it out. Okay, so this is your nightly date night activity, huh, guys?
Just another day in the community.
Wow, look at this.
Gotta love it.
Roasting your dogs.
Yep.
You two
Gotta love it.
you little lovebirds here.
Yep.
And how beautiful. Thank you for
Can't beat it.
the invitation to interrupt your little romance here.
Well,
Oh no, you're
pull
always
up a chair
welcome.
and enjoy a dog.
This is so awesome. Look, and you've got everything all set up here.
Pull up a chair and enjoy a dog.
Okay, I think I will. Wow, this really is pretty. Really pretty.
It's very nice.
Very
It's a
nice.
beautiful evening.
Yeah, it sure is.
Did you see the moon?
Yes, I did. Robbie, yeah, way up there. Yeah, way up in the sky. And there's your lights here. And your lantern. And these guys over here. Oh, and here, yes, right here. Look. Oh, that's so nice. Guys, hope you will subscribe, click the bell, share with a friend. A lovely, lovely tiny life with lovely neighbors. Later.